ULTI.TV.
Alright, my name's BJ and I'm here with Dan, and we are set for round 2 of Super League 2013. We've got Rhubarb coming up against Gilgamesh. Early time slot, absolutely no wind, and it's beautiful. It's probably about 24, 25 degrees. Yeah, no wind at all.
Lovely conditions out here today.
Absolutely. So, we're looking for... Who's won the toss here, do we know?
I think
we're going to have Gilgamesh receive.
No, Gilgamesh are pulling.
No, they're pulling?
I think it was actually Johnny that won the toss.
Alright, well, we're going to have Rhubarb starting it up on O. Last week we saw Rhubarb running pretty much exclusively a hoe stack to open up the deep threats, and it really did utilise their one-on-one matchups and their pace through Matt Ward and Max Kaon. Their handlers are really keen to open up the space, reset, and get out of the dump area and get out of the swing area as well. We saw them bail out on swing throws quite a bit. It's going to be interesting for them because they're coming up against Gilgamesh, who have much more receiving depth and height. And it's going to be a real battle of keeping that disc alive with the handling strength of Rhubarb versus the receiving depth of Gilgamesh. Let's take a look at Gilgamesh on the other side of the disc. They went down 2 points last week to Junkyard. They're running pretty much a vert stack, and they shifted it at times when they needed to. The big thing about them, Dan, is that pretty much all their receivers are the throwers. So as long as they're getting the disc upfield, they continue to advance their position. Anyone can take a shot.
You have to worry if it gets stuck in the backfield a little bit with Scott and Mike Palmer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That most of their handlers, while they're probably not the most accomplished throwers on the team, they didn't make big errors last week.
And Foley started with the shocker here. He's pulled that thing out of bounds.
That's a brick mark for Rhubarb.
So it's Sean Davis has been given the task of picking this one up. He handled for them last week, and he's got the matchup with Brett Middleton. Clearly a bit of strategy there, trying to get a mismatch on the turn. We'll see how Brett goes against the handler. Sam finds it, dumps it immediately to Roden. The lefty gets it off to Sean, who's got a bit of separation from Brett. And there's a big under-meter gainer from Sam Kaon. Looks for his brother, finds the under to Dutch. Dutch looks off Roden, and then he unleashes a crappy-looking one. Manning gets himself a block and 3 points for the effort.
Yeah, we just saw main game there from Rhubarb. Sam Kaon absolutely running the show. He is their primary go-to guy, and he keeps it moving through the whole point. You see him get the under against Foley probably 3 times there.
Yeah, and that last one, that was at least 20 metres. That's a big gainer, and Gilgamesh should keep their eye on that. If they can shut that down, they might be able to stop this Rhubarb offense.
They were talking a lot before about Matt Ward's flow and stuff, and I think he ran a lot last week, but in terms of offense, I think pretty much Sam Kaon and Rhodes are the go-to guys.
We see the cousins working against each other, Taz Mitchell and Tom Roden. Johnny with the disc on the sideline, looks off the dump, goes up the line to Middleton. Sweetaz looks off Tasman. He's still got it. Foley with some tight defense from Sam Kaon, and Johnny's misread the crap out of that. Matt Ward has nearly macked it to Taz.
That's 3 points.
Yeah, it counts. He got lucky there, though. He really should have caught that. Roden picks it up, looks off the break.
There's Sam again.
Kaon. Nothing coming. Max gets the under. Finds the break to Dutch. Dutch goes down the line to Ward. More meters for this Rhubarb offense, and Johnny has played a mile off right there to try and stop the flow. Sam Kaon goes inside to Max. Kaon boys working together, and there's another ugly-looking outside in. And Lee says that's not how we play. Sitting quick while Sam Kaon isn't looking. Gets it inside to Johnny, and here's this Gilgamesh offense. If it's downfield, it's good. Foley.
Tim Davis a bit too deep.
Yeah, he's just a little bit slow there. We see Scary just running sideways, and Max has dropped one. Roden shanked it.
He was not
bad.
looking. Max was not ready for that.
Foley breaks to Tim Davis, gets up the line. Sam plays good defense on him.
Oh, there's Davis. The same shot from last week, that flick. And he's got it.
Oh, sweet as in the corner. Yeah, you're going to take that every time, aren't you?
Yep, that's 1-0.
Quick line change. Morgan Llewellyn Injury report on him is maybe week 5.
Well, that's a big improvement on around 11 pick who we thought might get one game.
So who knows? He says he's feeling a lot better. The hip that was giving him back issues is feeling a lot better.
Yeah, apparently trained on Sunday.
He actually trained.
Yeah, they're saying the UE guys saying he trained. He didn't run around a lot. Run around a lot, but training is a training.
Good signs for Johnny. He may have got the steal of this season if he's picked up Morgan and Morgan plays 2 or 3 games for him.
Another big steal is Brett. If Brett's sticking around for more than the 3 weeks he indicated,
yep.
I think it was a good start for them using Brett when they can.
Yeah.
They pretty much didn't use him till the last couple points of the last game. They just started to go to him and it worked.
Yeah, exactly. I think Brett was feeling a little underdone last game, having not played since Worlds, which was July. And Junkyard are in man defense. Easy dump to Phil. Sammy steps up. Can't find it. He's still got it. He throws a big break there to Matt Ward. Ward immediately looks for the dump, but Roden is looking into a whole heap of mess. Sean pumps it. He's absolutely getting raped right now, Sean Davis. He's had the matchup of Brett Middleton. Now Johnny is on him. They are seriously looking for a big mismatch right there. They're heading for Sean Davis.
There's a lot more handler pressure there compared to what they were facing last week, but they stand up to it.
To Sean's credit here, though, he's getting the disc, and now he puts one around Foley, who's got caught.
Oh.
And Tim Davis saves him.
Sam K on Justin come down with it, just missed it. The throw's probably a little bit beyond him.
To Sean Davis's credit there, he took it to Johnny and did everything he could. Foley finds Mark Palmer. Palmer finds it, rips that backhand to Fatty. It's a backhand force. He puts the weapon 2.0 to Sweet As.
There it is.
And that is 2 points.
And that's signature Gilgamesh. The throws get better as the disc moves down the field. Alright, quick start for Gilgamesh, straight out of the blocks.
Didn't notice there, obviously I mentioned the mismatch, Johnny on Sean Davis. The other mismatch was Brett Middleton on Rex Johnson, which I completely missed. And that's bold, Roden. Middle stump right there. He's picked it up in the middle of his own end zone. He's found Max K on though. Roden. No, the cut was poorly timed from Dutch though. Lee Kilmeyer. I've learned his name
there it
name
is.
over the last.
Lovely turn from Max. Should use it.
Roden finds a hammer to Sammy. That's a big throw out there. Sammy's just completely missed that though. Way too low for Kilmeyer. Well, I've learned his name after a year of practice.
Yeah, well, you see, the host state they're working quite well for Rhubarb. Last point it dissolved probably about a third of the way into the field. They kept that for a little bit longer. And it adds lateral movement as well as a deep threat.
Exactly. But the trick is you got to kind of look to use the middle of the field more than the sideline. In the last point, you saw them try and get it down the sideline, and it just dissolved, like you said. Johnny with the disc. He's got nothing down the field. Palmer comes off the front of the stack, and then he finds Fatty. Looks off the Middleton deep cut. Manning comes under, working in no space.
Not enough pressure there from Lee.
Combines with the UE teammate, and the pacey winger isn't quite pacey enough for that one. Falls to the ground.
Good move from Sam there. Gives his team time to actually set up his host stack.
Yeah, Roden picks it up. He's got nothing though.
Max there.
Max gets the dump off, and Roden puts it in space for a Dutch. We'll see what he can do. The ultra fire truck. He holds position and rips it down.
Great grab.
That was excellent play from 2 big units right there.
He really cleaned up the scramble there. Big misjudge on the height of it. Just.
Sammy puts up a nice pull there. Makes Rossack go a long way back in his own end zone. Gets it to Palmer in the middle of the field. Palmer finds Davis. Davis with a mile of space. I don't know what Sammy's doing. He's supposed to be playing defense, and I don't know what Tim Davis is doing. He's supposed to be throwing it to someone on his team. Sammy.
Right, so this is a real chance to get back in the game here.
Yeah, they've been gifted one here by Davis. Kilmaya. Oh, there is a million dumps right now.
Yeah, Jimmy's cluttering up. Jimmy wasn't here last week. It's an extra handler. It's an extra cook in the kitchen.
And Roden. Oh, Sam Kayon has got a mile of space up the line.
There is that opening up of the break side, though. That's beautiful work.
Oh, Rex Johnson. Beautiful space awareness there by Rex.
It's 2-all.
Rhubarb back in this game all of a sudden. Gifted one by Tim Davis.
They were gifted one, but it's going to be a greater test for them is on that defense, getting more out of Max Kayon and Matt Ward. Dutch as well as the deep guy, because if those guys aren't getting the blocks, they're at least adding a shitload of pressure.
Yeah, and Matt Ward played outstanding defense last week. He may struggle this week though, because oh dear, best handler in Australia throws that one in the ground. We might see Matt Ward struggle this week on D. The receiving talent on Rhubarb is a little bit deeper.
Yep, they've got much better matchups.
Sam Kayon to Ward. Matt Ward drops a crappy hammer, but Phil Shields gets it. Finds Sam Kayon. He has no deep cut though.
It wasn't Max. He looked it off.
Throws the fake. Gets it into space. Matt Ward, somewhat clumsy, brings it in. Throws a real nice leading pass there.
Open end zone. Do what you like.
He has to dump though. There was nothing there. Ward finding it. He's running this offense right now, Matt Ward. Finds Sean Davis.
Yeah, Johnny's got to tighten up here. Johnny's got to stop those easy ones.
Ooh, Fatty had half a bid there. He elected not to lay out into Sam. Good spirit. Oh, nice. And here's Matt Ward again.
There he is. Runs the show. Oh, is there a call? Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
Nah, it's clean.
We're good. So after a quick start by Gilgamesh, all of a sudden Rhubarb back in the game and in front now.
Yeah, 3 straight points. And there's a real big difference in between the throwing range on Rhubarb's handlers compared to the throwing range on Gilgamesh handlers. You can see in the last point, hammers both sides of the field.
Oh, that's a dodgy one. Sean Davis, he hasn't quite done enough, but Tasman's got a score.
Nice.
Whoa.
Great bid. Not enough. Ollie puts it up. Oh, it's looking a bit close. Nah, it's easy inside the field. Sam lines it up. He puts it up with Foley's got a big piece of it. It's going to be a jump. Goes down. Foley is stoked that no one else got a finger down there. It's 3 points for Ben Foley. Mike straight away. Tim Davis. Gets it up the line. Oh, it's Flick. The weapon. Oh, Sam gets a big piece. They're trading Ds. And he's pissed off there. Rhodes has gone down and claimed it. That's 3 points for Rhodes. So we're still waiting for both O-lines here to settle. Rhubarb in particular, we're looking for them to run a much more conservative kind of offense out of the host stack. That's a good start. Is Sam Kayon running the show again, and he does it again. Big inside out backhand, but that is going to be Brett Middleton. No! Oh, it's the Davis boys, and there's going to be a call. Unavoidable when there are siblings going up for the disc.
It's always going to happen. There's going to be a call here. Sweet Ash should have deed that though.
We heard Sam Kayon get told off pretty much instantaneously as soon as Sam Ogden realised that Brett was down there. It's probably not the right look.
Contested. I'm not surprised. There's no way Tim's not contest that. Not when his brother's calling it.
Sam Kayon is very lucky to get that back.
Yeah, in terms of
there's probably
your receiver,
20% chance of that coming back to him in any form. I think that's the best result for Rhubarb.
And there was maybe a 1 in 10 chance of Sean bringing that down. He nearly did. Tim Davis, though, getting in there. So Sam Kayon will bring this one in.
Okay, so Rhubarb, they're looking better now. They've got the little dishes working. They've got the host stack working as well. but it just needs to be a bit more patient here.
Right now, it seems to be a massive battle of Rhubarb's handlers versus Gilgamesh's receivers. And at the moment, Rhubarb's handlers are in front.
I think that's only through the unforced errors that Gilgamesh has made from their receivers, because they're relying on them to make throws.
Roden has misread that and then done enough to bring it down. Sweet as.
He returns a favour.
Nah. It's scuba time.
Sam Ogden, yet to have a throwaway. He feels very entitled to absolutely blitz everyone for turnovers.
This is how you don't be a team, people. Fatty with the disc. He has a look down the field. Tim Davis gets behind Roden.
2 number 1 picks there on the dump.
Johnny working against Kilmire. Finds Foley laterally. There is nothing coming from downfield, though, by Gilgamesh. Fatty still looking. He pumps the backhand.
Good coverage
Foley.
from Rhodes.
He's
no foul call. There's a big slap there.
And a big glare downfield by Fatty. He absolutely glared at his receivers. Probably should have went to the dump earlier.
Okay, good move from Sam Cowan. Walks away.
Tom Roden.
It's a vert now. They've gone vert.
Dutchie goes.
Oh, he's open. He doesn't put it up.
Finds the dump. Should swing.
He's not giving Brett Middleton another look at the disc deep here.
Yeah, you have to feel that the next one that goes up there, he's probably going to bring it down. Ogden just gestures to Kaon. Kilmire finds it on the break side. Max Kaon.
Max getting free at will on unders.
Sean to Dutch.
Here we go. Brett's got a shot.
Everyone's misread it. And Dutchie with the big body.
Double take. Okay, so Gilgamesh receiving on 3-4.
Rhubarb still in front. And the feeling in this game is taking a turn for the dark side.
It has. It's getting a bit scrappy. So far, what we've seen from Gilgamesh, we thought it would be, well, I had it keyed down. Key thing for their game would be their handlers playing consistent.
Oh, here's Ben
so
Foley.
far, the thrower's upfield.
And there we go. He's got the sleeve and he's silly one. Scary skied the pack. He's got it on the end zone line. What's he going to do? He should have stuck with Manning. Throws the goal instead. That'll work. Ben Foley got a bit lucky there. He's got the shoe sleeve on now. And he took a shot. His receivers pulled it down.
It's
Scary pulled it down.
So far, it is the story of Gilgamesh. The receivers probably taking a couple too many shots. They can just deal it in a little bit. They've got the receiver advantage. So it's just measuring the shots a little bit better.
Oh, Roden goes up the line on the cars.
That is their good strength though, Rhubarb. They get those handlers out of there, and they've got the swing throw there, the dump throw, backfield, pretty much every time.
Roden finds it. There's like 3 cuts coming at once. I'm not sure how he's supposed to hit one. Up the line, nice grab by Sammy. Rex goes, he puts it to him. Chris Manning caught underneath the disc. Rex has put his body in there.
Not inside. Easy.
Great work by Rex there. Put his body on the line and then threw it before he was fully on his feet.
That's going to be 5-4.
So, just looking at the stats on Leaguevine right now, Gilgamesh is sitting at 84.5% completions with 1 D and 5 throwaways. Rhubarb looking a little bit better, 92.5 with 2 Ds and 4 throwaways.
That just speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It does.
Three turns actually earned, as opposed to how many there have been. Quite a few.
Yeah, so right now it's defense is ineffectual and it's kind of the offenses that are struggling.
I think it's probably time for either now or, coming into the start of the second half, Rhubarb's going to have to throw a different look at Gilgamesh. I don't think the man's going to continue to get these little unforced errors. They'll probably clean it up.
Yeah, you got to feel that eventually Gilgamesh are going to clean these unforced errors up and they're going to start to run away with this one. But Scary with the disc. It's got nothing. He finally finds Fatty. Foley goes. Russack.
Finding easy ground.
And there was a travel call, okay. I wonder who called that. Apparently it wasn't going to be Matt Ward, talking to him on the sideline.
I think we have to all watch our tongues, and we have to be very positive about Matt Ward.
Yes. That's not good commentary.
He's not very appreciative of
satire.
Of negative opinions.
And Tasman with a round arm flick. We saw it last week. And Johnny's brought that one in for a score. Oh,
very clean. There we go. 5-all.
Johnny Warren White. No. Fatty.
Can't mistake the weapon. I think there's probably one person who pulls with a flick in the whole state.
Yeah, because even Tando pulls backhand, doesn't he? Davis with the disc, and I've got a whole heap of timber standing in front of me, so I can't see shit right now. Thanks, boys. Ogden, Max Kayon finding a postcode of space.
Yeah, Johnny really quite scared of him, isn't he?
And there's Jimmy sticking it. Lee. Mike Palmer coming like a freight train, but Lee brings that one in, not afraid of the Palmer Express.
6-5, and both teams are cleaning up their offense now.
So as the afternoon wears on, this is turning into about the perfect condition. Ultimate. Little bit of a breeze just to make things interesting. We see this one going sideways. Chris Manning plays it in, gets it to Foley. That shooter's sleeve seems to be welded to his arm. Oh, extravagant flick. Round arm flick.
There it is, Brett Middleton again. Oh, a bit of a misread. He doesn't look strong on his leg, does he?
No, he's just not looking like the dominant Brett Middleton that we're used to seeing.
Tweaked his leg there again.
Max Kayon finds Roden. Roden looks off Sean Davis, finds Leck. Leck gets it back to Davis. Rex is very deep right now, though. Roden finding a mile of space on Tim Davis. He should really tighten up there and not allow such an easy reset. Roden.
Max just turns so quickly. He gets about 3 steps on anyone.
Oh, Foley says, not in my house, bitch. Get out of bounds. And that's a turn. So Foley will go pick this one up. I probably would have left that one.
Oh, he does it anyway. He puts it up to Johnny.
That's a good throw. But Sammy reads it the best. Gets the turn. So Sammy will bring this one up to the line. Johnny just kind of looking at Foley.
So the host stack's really got to work a bit harder now that Sam Kayon isn't out there.
Oh, Dutch goes. Finds some space there. Gets the dump off to Ogden. Ogden trundles around in a bit of a circle. Then he points up the line to Roden. He's left hanging at the moment. He's got no dump. Roden gets a big swing dump thing going on.
That is signature rhubarb. See, they open up that whole side to swing and throw to.
Oh, and here's Dutch to Max Kayon. Foley's caught underneath it. Max tries to milk it in, not quite. He's right on the end zone line. Roden coming. Foley just wraps him up, though. Roden unleashes the hammer. It's floating. Manning in the area.
Oh, Max put it down. Oh.
It is dropped cold, and Max Kayon is dirty.
That throw really did invite a bit of deep pressure onto it.
Rex just was in a spot, though, and Manning couldn't get to the contest. Foley picks it up. Tim Davis provides the primary under, gets it. Davis puts it up. Working to Fatty, and Leck just doesn't have the wheels to cover that one.
Or Jimmy needs to get a mark on here. He's left him go. He's got the whole field to throw in.
And there it is. He's thrown it to Sweet Az. Sweet Az on the end zone line. Finds Fatty. Leck just blowing up on the defense there. I don't know what he's doing, but he's got to play harder than that. Ben Thomas warming up the weapon. It's a thing of beauty. I wish I had one.
So we're pretty much seeing exclusive scoring down that end of the field now because the offenses are clicking in.
And the defenses are still missing at the moment. Like, I think we're still sitting at 2 Ds apiece, I think.
Yeah. Rhubarb were talking about, in that little timeout call they had, they're talking about tightening up on unders, and I think they really can tighten up on the unders. The throws that are going to go up, they're either going to win or lose it anyway.
See Roden mishandle another pull. He got bowled earlier and he fumbled that one. Manning in there, Gilgamesh's huddle. Manning mentioned that they wanted a little bit more talk, and Johnny said the same thing about their defence. Stop poaching and man the hell up.
Well, Sam just throws through the foul.
Wow.
He's got the whole field. No, he doesn't do it.
More great offence by Rhubarb, and that pass was upside down. Oh, look at this. They're just attacking the break side ruthlessly. Ogden, though.
He won't be happy with that.
Can't be happy with that. Mike Palmer calls the foul and throws through it. He gets lucky there because had he thrown that away, that would have been a turnover. Under the new rules. So Mike Palmer gets that back on that foul call. It'll probably come in quick. There it is. Palmer with the disc. He probably needs to look to dump here. He's still got it. He looks late. Oh, Fatty bails him out. Lucky
Foley's
he was
clean
there.
here. Foley doesn't turn it into a deep cut though.
Rossack gets it off to Sweet As, best handler in Australia. Sticks it hard.
Scary hasn't got that.
No, that's way too far there. Sweet As. He's now one of three. Three possessions, and he's incompleted on 2 of them. Tom Roden bringing it up.
Ooh, Sam Ogden just cut straight across the whole hoe stack.
What was that?
Sam puts it up.
Steps are through Middleton and puts it up. Mike Palmer's in the area. Sam Ogden, Mike Palmer.
He gets there.
Oh, and he's...
Ooh, we're going to have a call.
There is a call. Looks like the goal will stand.
Yeah, uncontested strip there.
Nice spirit by Mike Palmer. Quick call there. Sam Ogden gets a goal under heavy contact. Nice work there. So yet another point scored down that end. And like you said, Beach, offenses are clicking. Defenses, they're missing.
Yep. 7-6.
So if it continues on serve, it'll be Rhubarb scoring half in 2 points' time. Down that end. At some point, though, something's got to give here.
So I think Gilgamesh really need to look to tighten up their receivers' throws. Maybe play a bit more patient with their handlers. A couple more throws in a point, it won't hurt them.
Manning goes around to Tasman. Tasman elects not to throw the round arm. Johnny.
Oh, Taz is open.
Foley.
He does
and
it.
He puts it to Taz.
Needs a bid. No.
That's that Foley backhand. He just seems to struggle to control the angle on it. Don't know. It was ugly and it didn't work.
Yeah, it had to be pretty perfect there. Max was right on his heels.
Roden picking it up. He's seen lots of the disc. His percentages are pretty good. Oh, strong defense there by Taz. Nice work. Roden's still got it. Strong defense by Scary. And it's Johnny that lets Sean Davis go. And allows the reset.
This is trouble.
They're getting a little jammed in there. Well, Matt Ward. This is where Matt Ward needs to help his team out because previously he's driven the offense down the field.
You can see, though, they've opened up all this space over here for the swing.
And there's a foul call on that
one. Foul call. You can see just close to the camera here, on this side of the field, they've got that whole space to dump and swing into if the stall count gets high. That is a real signature thing of Rhubarb.
Yeah, they've done well at it so far.
It means that no matter how high the stall count gets or how tight they're marking, they can put anyone to fill that hole and just get a swing off pretty much no pressure.
Dutch has got it now. Dutchy gets it to Roden. Roden tries to break in the inside, and then Matt Ward, after making about a 80-metre cut, gets it. Davis gets it backwards. Not very good position there, though. Sam Kayon cuts off everyone coming out of the stack. Manning with a nice block. That is what Gilgamesh needed, and Chris Manning has come from nowhere to get a nice block on Sam Ogden, who was mooching.
You can see there a couple times Sean Davis just didn't have the strength of throw to get down and break it and open it up to this space that they were opening up really nicely.
Yeah, and to Johnny's credit, he's used his mismatch well there. He's a big man, and against the much shorter Sean, he's done well to hold the force. Fatty opens up the field with an around. Boom, Ben Foley.
Oh, and that's, I think Rhodes looked instantly at the mark, put his hands up. I think he's getting a little bit grumpy out there.
But really, if you let someone go that far, you're not really playing good defense anyway.
7-all.
So another offensive point. Chris Manning, though, got it back for his team, and they eventually converted. It's only like the 4th D that we've seen this game, though.
This one is for half.
And you have to feel if Gilgamesh score this point, they'll be quite happy. And Sean Davis,
The defense is going to set up on them here. This is going to be a bit of a missed trick for Rhubarb.
Sean Davis leaves it and lets the stronger Sam Kayon get it. And they're setting up in their horizontal.
Really do need... Well, they've got Sam back handling now, so it's pretty much Matt Ward they're looking for, or Dutchie.
Jimmy looks lost here. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do.
That's not their cut. What they're looking for is the front person in the open lane. Jimmy just cuts straight in. It doesn't open up a throwing lane, and that's what they've been doing both weeks. Matt Ward's there.
Here's Matt Ward.
Oh, he pretty much said go. He was looking for a shot.
Oh, a nice grab by
grab.
Sean Davis. Heavy pressure there from Fatty. And Matt Ward has stacked it and helped his team open up the break side. Nice bid there by Mike Palmer.
Great concentration, Phil. Kept his eyes fully focused on it.
Sean Davis has a look, gets away from a very aggressive mark. Gilgamesh have kicked it into another gear here. Roden gets it up the line to Kayon, takes an extra step. There's Dutch in the corner, and Rhubarb take the half.
Well done. Good patience in tight spaces there. Really nice work.
That was some intense defense there by Gilgamesh. They need to bring that for the rest of the game. If they do, they're going to win this. So just looking at the stats here, Beach, Rhubarb 101 possessions, Gilgamesh 57. Big difference there.
Yeah, well, Rhubarb have got to be really happy. They probably had an easier game last week. Didn't really get stretched, and they really had to step it up to play against Gilgamesh, and they will have to step it again next week to play Junkyard. They've really done well. I think they've probably improved on their 7.4 throws per turn. They're probably possessing the disc a lot better, and that definitely shows it there, those stats, that they're throwing a lot more. They've got their handlers in control of the disc much more than Gilgamesh do.
The other thing is Rhubarb's throwing at 92 and Gilgamesh is down at 84. So Gilgamesh really struggling to complete their passes down the field. They're taking a lot more shots, and they're in the game, no doubt, but you're not really comfortable with where they're at least not defensively anyway. So Rossack catches that one, and here's a zone by Rhubarb. Fatty.
Yeah, we thought they'd mix it up. It's about time.
Fatty's got the disc. He finds Rossack on the far sideline. Scott Rossack fancies himself a zone specialist, and this is kind of Gilgamesh's zone line, really.
Yeah, I think this is the right look. They're going to get more disc into the hands of the players who haven't really been throwing a lot so far. Here
we go. This is actually a transition. We see Rhubarb coming out of it right now. Clearly, they were worried about the huck straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good look though. It's going to get the players who haven't had a lot of disc touching more disc and maybe making more errors.
Exactly. Actually got confused there because Sean Davis missed his assignment and kind of went wandering off, and I thought they were just sticking with some bad zone, but it's actually a transition. So we see it fully on now. Fatty.
He's on his flick side. Oh, and they've done well.
He doesn't have a dump. Scary bails him out with a round cut. Sean Davis bids into Ben Foley's back.
Got a very loud travel call.
So we get our money back on someone calling a travel if we had bet on it. Scary. He's looking a little bit scared here.
They're doing well on the unders.
Oh, he's put it up.
Oh. Fatty's favourite though. Oh, the wind has been cruel. It's still up. It just took it out. And Johnny is filthy at Scary. Look at him. He is absolutely filthy.
He's ropeable. I'm not sure how he thinks that's going to help Scary, because it's just going to make him play worse. If you want to coach someone, you don't do it in the heat of the moment. He's going to maybe take in 10% of what you say.
Or the host stack not done well there. Dutchie needs to go out first. Matt Ward pretty much straight on it with the break cut. But that is something that they talked about in the halftime break. They wanted to get that perfect because Sam Cowan saw Jimmy screw it up.
And that's a shocker.
There's been a call. No, there's no call.
That's just a shocker. He's turfed that. Poor forehand. Russack goes quick, and suddenly everyone's heading to the corner. Middleton finds some pace, gets covered well enough by Kaon. Foley finds Scary. Good work there by the young man.
We're all up 8s.
There's another weapon pull. This one rolls, and they've handled that one well. Kaon gets it to Shields. Shields throws a fake and gets it to Ogden. Ogden.
Sam Kaon absolutely burning it. Sam Kaon really open. Goal. Nope, just outside.
So Sam Kaon.
There it is. Very nice.
And as I mentioned,
very quick, very efficient. Oh,
it was. And as I mentioned, you jump on a young guy, he's going to do worse. He blew up that D there. He was nowhere near it. Do we see Bruce running some drills over there? How do you fancy their chances in the next game, Beach?
It's going to take a big turnaround. They're going to have to hook up their receivers. They're going to have Rog back. I think Steve Harfield's still away. But
he keeps posting Facebook pictures of beautiful food.
He does.
Makes me hungry.
They are really going to have to hook up their receivers a lot better, and it's good for them that it's not windy, because that means that they're going to be able to use Mark and Jimmy, but they've got to actually get them hooked up. Otherwise, it'll be useless trying to get no flow again like that last week.
Manning goes in the middle of the field. Davis, who's ditched the hat. Sweet as best handler in Australia, throws a flick, a low one, makes Johnny work for it.
There's that high release backhand,
and there seems to be a call here because Fatty is in a mile of space.
Yep, we're all really affected by the 2013 rules. They're all very eager to make sure he made that catch,
which is good, I think.
I think so.
Don't stop playing Ultimate until the disc is in your hand. So it seems to be coming back on a pit call on Tom Roden here, which explained why Fatty was so free. So Johnny with the disc, having a look downfield. He's got 3 players behind him. And Johnny's just directing traffic while the stoppage is happening.
So I think Matt Wood should go into this mark with a high right hand like that, because that's the only release point Johnny's got.
Yeah, he really likes that high release backhand.
It's a bit harsh, not the only release point he's got, but there it is. That's his favourite. It's his favourite.
Oh, and Tom Roden is a mile away from Ben Thomas.
Oh, great work there, Max.
Max has just saved his captain, come off the weak side, and got that block for Rhubarb. Tom Roden getting helped big time there by his team. He's going to pick this one up.
Okay, so they've gone through. All right, so we've got Rhubarb's host stack. They've gone through it a lot of times, and Jimmy screwed it up. Sam Cahan let him know.
Roden sticks it.
Oh, he's not going to be there. It's going to fade. Just a bit too much blade on it, and there's no wind. There's no real need to make it slice through the air. Yeah, he's probably had the whole end zone to just float it in.
Yeah, he just needed to throw it far enough. He didn't quite get it far enough with that kind of angle. He would have had to throw it further. Palmer picking it up for Gilgamesh. The sideline's quite close here.
Oh, there's no communication, so Foley's cut real early. Still gets it though.
Yeah, I think that's a good play. Oh, Tim Davis moves into that one, catches it safely. Nice work. Fatty, strong mark by Roden.
Very quick to get onto the force,
Johnny
the backhand.
To Davis, back to Fatty.
He wants that back. Oh, he's let him have a flick.
He's unleashed that thing, sweeter.
Oh, what a grab!
Oh my good lord!
That's humongous.
Someone get a bucket and a mop. We need to drug test that horse. Go over there, Sammy. You can't play defense. What are you talking about? You're an O-handler. Go over there. Fatty going to be pulling again for Gilgamesh. He seems to have picked up the pulling duties here.
I don't think Scary's going to have another look. He had that first one last week. Pulled it out. Especially after Johnny's given him a bit of a blast. I don't think he's going to be feeling too confident.
No, think he's going to play in his shell a little bit. Here he's faced off against the young Sean Davis, so he's up against someone of roughly his own age and size. Kilmeyer.
Lee running the show there, demanding a dishy. It's good work.
Roden looks off the wide open Max Kayon.
Oh, there's the break.
There is the Rhubarb break. This is what we've been talking about all game, Beach. They just open up the field so wonderfully like that. Kayon.
There it is. Can he make a bid? He's going to have to.
Bid.
Oh.
He had to go real early there. He was never going to be able to catch up to that.
He did. It was fading. Sam Kayon kind of had that look in his head. Sam Kayon definitely had that look hardwired. As soon as Sean even got close to that kind of angle, he was putting it up.
Oh, Tim Davis has gone a mile deep here. And Sam Kayon's just kind of let him go. Fatty has found it. He's right on the sideline, though.
Backhand side.
Oh.
I don't think Tim's got a claim on that. I think that's a pretty bad call if he's making that.
Yeah, he's... I don't know. It's kind of weird because Sam caught it pancake.
He was in front as well.
And somehow Tim has got the back edge of the disc.
Yeah.
So he must have got it between his hands. So who knows?
He definitely could have taken that away from him if he had just, taken it out in front.
Yeah, exactly. He's on defense, so he didn't have to catch it there. Yeah, Tim retracts his call. I think that's good spirit by him.
So
Roden.
He's looking the break. He's looking. Now he's not. He's still there. He's there again.
Jimmy is clogging space right now. Oh, Johnny.
Oh, Phil.
Phil's bobbled it. Johnny's got it anyway. If he bid, he would have had the first one, but he's aware. He keeps his chin up and he gets the second one. So good play there by Johnny.
Just a little bit slow to adjust. This point is important. This is really going to make a big impact if Gilgamesh can make this point.
Yeah, at 9-all, there's been a couple of turns. Oh, Tim Davis gets low and catches that ugly one.
But you can just see the flow is a lot harder. It's a lot more work here from Gilgamesh.
Yeah, it is.
They don't open up one side of the field and flow.
Fatty square, Lee Kilmeyer up. Nice cut. Then Taz gets free of Max. They might be finding something. Max gets the force on. Foley gets the reset. Reset break inside out. Oh, they're just forcing it down the break side right now, though. Fatty popping up again. He's working against Kilmeyer, and you have to feel that that's the matchup they want to keep isolating. Foley slowed it down. Looks for the break.
Broken. Oh, great bid.
Nice bid there by Scary.
But again, that's a tight situation there. We saw the same thing last week. Pretty similar stage in the game where we had Gilgamesh going to that sideline, going to that end zone, up that side of the field, and Foley got a bit rash and he jacked it in there and he did it again.
Yep. You have to feel that Foley has to do better there. Scary's done everything he could.
I think he's feeling enough pressure as it is, as the game's wearing on, and he's pretty much running the offense.
Yeah. Tom Roden bringing it back for Rhubarb. This is their chance to get this point on the board, 9-all, and it's turned into a slugfest all of a sudden. And there's a timeout called by Rhodes. Score discussions. I think our scoreboard is right.
So Rhubarb absolutely harped on again about the right cuts, and it didn't work. We saw a lot of hesitancy there from their host stack.
And it's the same thing I said about Johnny. You can't jump on players in the middle of the game. They're going to remember maybe 10%. Max Kayon is just looking at Roden, and Roden staying still until he threw it.
Took him a bit long to recognise Foley's face mark there.
But that'll come with time for Max Kayon. Lee Kilmeyer. Now Roden makes a cut. Gets the reset.
See, their handlers are getting... Oh, lovely bid.
Mike Palmer. Bit of fire by the old boy there. He got a big bid early.
Just a little bit of hesitancy there from Jimmy. Give him a window in, and Mark took it. And Mike absolutely took it.
So Foley picks it up.
Can't let it break off.
The dump.
Oh, that's a bit much.
He's overcooked that. That's well done. That's
so Rhubarb have to make this work. Now, Jimmy's too far deep now for a host stack. Host stack's a big mess.
And Sammy's jumping on him.
He hasn't worked. He's... Oof.
He gets it now.
Gets it.
He's looking a bit lost out there. Finds Davis to Shields. Shields tries to reverse it back to the middle. Roden goes up the line. Foley! Come on, Foley. Bid, son. Roden with the disc. Breaks with an air bounce. to Max Kayon on the near sideline.
He's got a small window to put this in. Gets it back out.
Touched by Tim Davis.
He's looking hammer. Not anymore. He's playing it safe. Well done.
Gets it to Roden. Oh, Roden has to open that up to Sean Davis there. Right now, they're just running into the teeth of the defence, and they're going nowhere.
Oh, well done.
He's floated it up. Foley needs to go here.
Well done. Phil Shields, great bid.
Nice work there by Phil Shields. Sean Davis nearly stacks it. He's up. He engaged the dump. Oh, Tom Roden's been run to a standstill by Foley.
That face mark is causing a little bit of problems for some of the other players out there. Well done.
Phil Shields on Johnny Warren White of all people too.
It's classic lefty backhand break. We saw it last week and we're seeing it again.
Didn't you hear the memo, PJ? Lefty handlers, unmarkable. You can't put a force on them. It's just impossible.
They are struggling.
So, last week, Johnny explained how a ladder works to me and said, if I'm on top of the ladder, I don't have to win games. Everyone else has to beat me. Right now, Rhubarb are giving them everything they can handle. Max, Dutch, Fatty, Taz, Fatty.
Oh, Fatty. Dutchy goes early but can't bring it in.
Dutchy's been going up early all night, and this time Gilgamesh come down with it.
He really gave him a big look at it though there, Johnny. That high release backhand gave Dutch a real good look.
So both teams are throwing their power lines here. We've got 7, 8, 9 and 10 for Rhubarb, which is Rex, James, Phil and Lee.
Yep.
And then we've got
they're taking a rest.
Scott, Morgan, Mike and Scary on the sideline for Gilgamesh, which are 5, 8, 9 and 10.
So everyone's put everything on the table for the golden point.
Because next point wins right now, and you have to feel for Rhubarb 2-0 is where you want to be at, and Gilgamesh.
Dutchy's deep, he's open. Oh.
Matt Ward has had a shocker. Foley is going to pick it up. Got to be nervous, don't you?
Open side, covered well. Oh. Dutch gets the 3 points. Rhodes runs to it and then realises everyone needs to calm down.
Yeah, you need to slow this down here.
Matt Ward's got 2 steps.
Good on Matt Ward getting in here. Catches that one. Sure as houses. Oh, Sammy, what are you doing?
Jimmy needs to clear the line for his own team.
Yeah.
Free shot. Nice, easy gainer for Max.
Max, he's engaging the dump. He's trying to find the dump. Fatty just goes face mark. Oh, it's put it.
Nice work.
Sammy does it.
A bit of travel there. He's gained an extra metre.
It's all right. Fatty just claps the mark on. Oh, Foley
there's a
nearly gets it. Matt Ward pops up again. Matt Ward, he's still got it.
It is breaking down, but they're still moving it forward.
Kayon gets around to Roden.
Gilgamesh is doing wonderfully to hold him in, but there's that break.
We saw this similar situation. Gilgamesh couldn't get the turn after about 1 million passes. Max Kayon on the line. Throws a lady flick.
There it is. Golski. Kayon to Kayon again, and it's that high flick blade from Max.
We saw 2 that didn't work earlier. That one comes off.
11-10.
The win.
Great win.
Heartbreaker for Gilgamesh.
And that's 2 close losses. They're already down there sitting on the bottom. Well, potentially, we'll see what happens in the next game. But right now, it's not looking good for Johnny.
Wow, what a game. Universe point, Rhubarb 11-10, getting that final one. Just strong offense the entire time.
We got Swill Junkyard coming up in a little bit. We'll see you there.